Veteran Salute is sponsored by the Devon James Injury Lawyers.
Welcome back. 2 weeks ago on our Veteran Salute, we introduced you to a whitewater veteran, Mark Annan, along with his wife, Christina.
Yeah, Christina also served in the Air Force and tonight takes her turn in the spotlight. KSN's Mike Mahoney sat down with her to learn about her service.
Wichita native Christina Annan graduated from East High in '85 and felt she was destined to serve her country.
It's natural for me to go in the military. I have lots of family that was in the military, and it is a good way to see the world. And I love uniforms. I love being part of a group.
And after doing her homework, she knew which branch was the one for her.
And I knew that the Air Force in basic training only ran 1.5 miles. And at that time, the Navy ran 3, the Army ran 10, and the Marines ran 20. And I like blue, so Air Force was the pick for me.
After basic training, it was off to tech school, where Christina learned how to become an avionics guidance and control systems tech.
If you see a movie about an airplane, you know, a crash is going to happen, and they show the pilot's seat, and all the indicators are going crazy, that's what I worked on.
Christina found herself working on AWACS in Oklahoma and then F4s in the Philippines. And while she loved the job, she didn't love the sexism she experienced.
You couldn't be average, because if you were average, you were a dumb female. You know, and we had to put up with a lot of that.
Eventually, the behavior of her male colleagues wore on Christina to a point where she was ready for a change, but she wasn't ready to leave the Air Force. As a result, she decided to join the Air Force's postal unit and found herself at a remote outpost in Galena, Alaska.
So I had no clue about Galena until I got off the plane at 10 o'clock at night, and it was bright daylight outside.
But she soon met fellow Air Force vet and future husband Mark while in Galena, and even got married on the base.
We are big believers in Jesus, you know, and when I saw him, the first time I saw him, I promise, a little voice inside my head said, that's the guy you're going to marry.
Christina got out of the Air Force in '91 as a buck sergeant, and after Mark got out, the two lovebirds came back to the Wichita area to raise a family. Christina has a lot of love for the Sunflower State, especially because of the way they treat their vets.
I am so proud of Kansas for how they treat their veterans. I just don't know that they could do a much better job, honestly.
Here for you, Mike Mahoney, KSN News 3.
On behalf of Devon James Injury Lawyers, we're honored to recognize this week's veteran who served our country in the United States Air Force, Christina Annan. Thank you so much for your service, Christina.
Thank you. It was an honor to serve. I love my country.
Veteran Salute is sponsored by the Devon James Injury Lawyers.